I start to cook. A few hours later, he comes back. He says he couldn't find a cab. We eat in silence. Halfway through, I look up, and he's got tears in his eyes. He tells me, this meal is like our marriage. The veal is like him, tough and stubborn.
Sounds like you've already made up your mind. I guess I have. Oh, but I feel awful about leaving you guys. I feel like I'm breaking up the Three Musketeers.
Honey, you go with your heart. We just want you to be happy.
I am happy. And I want you to be happy. That's where I want you to settle.
Waltz. And what he wanted was mine. And you know, that got me to thinking. All my life, I have had a unique charm that just kind of flowed naturally. Now, if I tampered with that, why, I could risk losing forever that special magic that is Blanche Devereaux. That, frankly, was a risk I was not willing to take.
Me, just a little. Thank you. You know, I have been practicing law for many, many years. It has always amazed me how little my job actually had to do with justice.
Ma? Dorothy, how long have you been here?
A while.
He's not coming back, is he?
That was good, Blanche. Now do Brer Rabbit.
I believe the fun is about to begin. Ladies?
I think I got to him, don't you?
Your eyes are as good as rolled back.
I do believe that things are going to turn out even better than I...
Well, we finally found the cause of the fire.
Take me away. Cuff me.
Well, I'd like to take you to dinner first. Then we can play the rest by ear. But business before pleasure. Your fire was caused by a faulty coil in the pizza oven. I'll write up a report for your insurance company.
Okay. Ready to go to bed, Dorothy?
No, I'm gonna wait up for Ma. She's out with Rocco.
Oh, Dorothy, Sophia will be fine. She's a grown woman. You can't wait up for her every night.
Oh, you're right. She's perfectly capable of taking care of herself. Hello?
Oh, well, now, isn't that sweet? But, honey, with all those people, there's no way you're ever going to get the Pope to notice you. Oh, he'll notice me.
I'm home. Rose, happy. I'm dying for your opinion on my movie. Come on, it's all set up in the living room. I didn't get the soundtrack in yet, but I did get the editing done. Now remember, this would be better with a bigger TV.
Yeah, we know.
And it'd be better with music.
We understand.
And of course it'd be better.
It would be better with Shelley Hackrose. Just turn it on.
Here goes.
Well, it has to be better than spending it alone. I mean, see, Christmas for me is whoop, 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 whoop. Christmas for me has always been rotten and lonely as long as I can remember. I always have the Christmas spirit, but no one ever seems to notice. I never get gifts, cards, dyed eggs.
Dyed eggs, that's Easter.
Another rotten holiday.
Rhodes, the next step you take could be the most important one of your life. Now, look, you trust me. Jimmy, make that step. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Please. Come on.
Tonight.
Is my cousin Sven here yet?
No, Rose.
Oh, good. I got caught up at work and I barely had time to pick up this cake. I wanted to make Sven feel welcome.
Rose, that cake is from the Get It While It's Hot Erotic Bake Shop.
Whoa! But we're a family nonetheless, and you can't break us up.
Well, as moving as all this is, I can't help you. I got to file my report, and either Mrs. Devereaux has to bring the house up to code, or somebody's got to leave.
Wait just a minute. These women no longer live in my house.
Blanche, what are you saying?
I'm saying that it's not...
Yes. Well, I'd been dating Senior since I was 12. I had my reputation to consider.
Shut up, Mom.
After George and I were married, I began to realize that Jamie had this yen for me.
Poor boy.
Ma, don't ever wake me up again.
Dorothy, quick, turn on the television. Gil's press conference is about to start.
Gosh, I'm nervous. I hope they're not too hard on you.
No, I wouldn't be too sure of that. Look at all those reporters. You're not helping, Rose.
Dorothy, what happened to the commitment he made the last time?
This one is different.
No, this one is not different. He'll hurt you again. A promise means nothing to this man. You'll give the ring back? That's my final word.
I'm pregnant.
This is going to cost a lot more.
Deal's off, Myron. You better go.
But what about this?
Hush money.
Honestly, Mrs. Petrollo, I don't know how this happened.
Let's see. Did you both drink out of the...
3 tickets to today's ball game, and I can't find anyone to go with me. Guess I don't have many friends.
Oh, who are you kidding? You don't have any friends. I'll go with you, Stan.
Ma, you will?
I'll be waiting in the car, Stanley.
Dorothy?
I can't think of anything in the world I would rather do.
Oh, sure. What do you want it for?
I'm working on a magic act for the talent show at the center. Abracadabra, 1, 2, 3. Relax. Dorothy, was your card the ace of spades?
Say, as I realize how much you mean to me and that I don't need anybody else. I want to be a one-man woman, and you're it. Mel Bushman, I love you.
Did you not just tell my sister that I betrayed her?
It was the only way I could get rid of her. She's a nut, you know.
You see it too?
That's why I was so angry when she told me about that thing she had done to you.
What thing?
You know.
No, I don't.
I think you do.
You certainly wouldn't have worn those shoes with that dress.
Oh, now, just a minute here, Mr. DeKimmel. I see no reason for you to be insulting my friend Rose or her shoes. Oh, my Lord, look at those things. The Pilgrims landed in nicer shoes.
Yes, do forgive me, ladies.
Saw him first.
But we were meant for each other. I'm a woman, he's a man.
And what am I, Little Richard?
Oh, all right. Fair's fair. But if he has a friend who makes house calls, I can be ill any night this week except Thursday.
Well, Doctor, how is she?
Well,
All right. I'll give you a point without a story, but just this once. If you really miss her, go tell her. Maybe she misses you, too.
I don't know, Blanche. What do you think?
I really miss her.
Oh, so do I. Let's go.
But wait a minute, Doc.
Your good behavior badges. Come on now, you all know you use both fingers for the sunshine salute. Oh.
So glad those little heathens finally left.
Once Charlie and I actually did it till the cows came home. Of course, I was wearing a bell.
Of course, hence the nickname Ding Dong.
Hey, you're probably right. It can't be with our families either.
You all are not related?
Oh, no.
Really? The way you were teasing and talking to each other, I thought you were family for sure. Isn't that something?
Well, isn't it funny how sometimes it takes a total stranger to point out something that's been right there?
It's not for me. It's to lure that mud out of my room.
That's okay. I'll get him off. Boy, Aunt Dorothy's so damn grouch.
Oh, you couldn't sleep either, huh?
No, I guess it must be the knife in my back.
Okie dokie. Hey, why don't we take a nice walk on the beach? It's right outside the door.
I hate the beach.
Well, then why do you live here?
It's near work. Do you have a Valium?
No. Oh, but I do have a tangerine lifesaver. That always helps chase the blues away from me.
No, thanks.
We do a lot of things real people do.
Except for one very important thing. Boy, is that going to put a hitch in Dorothy's plans.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland. You must be Frank. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Thank you, Rose.
Mr. Thurber, I don't believe I quite understand your problem.
Well, then I guess I don't have a problem.
Mr. Thurber, this is a crisis center. I'm a trained counselor.
Exciting.
Eat.
That's amazing. You people eat with two little sticks, you never miss a bite. My people drop half their meal while using a fork, a spoon, and a loaf of bread.
So.
Exactly what is this stuff?
Kessler had. Is the man asleep during it?
I think so, Rose.
And what about the parts they put on? Do they test them first?
Other than Mr. Burt Reynolds himself. Sophia, honey.
Oh, no.
Yeah, anymore. They say gay.
They say gay if a guy can sing the entire score of Gigi. But a 6'3", 200-pound married man with kids who likes to dress up like Dorothy Lamour, I think you have to go with queer.
Ma, I don't know. I mean, he must have had some deep psychological need and cross to talk to you about.
Dorothy, I have been so worried. I think the way we've been spending this money is all wrong.
Blanche, I could not agree with you more, honey. I've been up half the night worrying about how foolish we've been spending all that money on silly little things that we don't need.
Oh, I am so relieved.
She sounds pretty terrific. I bet she's gorgeous, too.
No, the daughter had a nose job and she had her mother's nose. Evidently, it was a honker. Are you all right?
Just an example.
Of course. You get 20 cases of sardines, you figure, God doesn't want me to waste good sardines. He's going to wait till I finish the 20 cases. That could take 5-6 years.
Yeah, well, why couldn't you just eat one case slowly?
Silly, isn't it?
Your mouth waters.
Your nose runs.
Your heart races.
Your blood races.
Rose.
Say it, Ernie.
It's time, Rose.
Check, please.
I'm not...
Gingerbread and everything, And she leaves me. What is a 6'7" American basketball player got that I don't?
Well, Angelo, speaking in terms of the gingerbread alone.
Yeah, well, what about that surprise party we threw for you when we first moved in? That worked. Almost. I mean, it kind of worked.
Hi, Rose. I picked up Blanche's birthday cake. What are you doing?
Decorating Blanche's birthday cake. There, it's finished.
And that is the kind of courage and strength that flows through your veins.
Pussycat,
Yeah, Ma?
you make me very proud.
No, Ma. You make me proud.
I hope you're not waiting for a hug.
I'm just like her.
You have one at home, too?
One at home? What am I, a cocker spaniel? Why don't you just give me an old sock to chew on? You know, I'm glad you showed up. There's something important we didn't discuss this afternoon, and I'd like to get that cleared up before we talk about anything else.
What is it?
Look, Ma, we're not getting anywhere. Blanche wants James and Thomas. I'll try to save them. You go over there with frickin' frack and try to ditch it.
You want me to offend them?
Pretend they're family.
No more witnesses.
Your Honor, may I say something?
You may speak.
Your Honor, this is all a very simple mistake. Stan and I are ready to get an exterminator to take care of those bugs. I don't know how this thing got so far, but believe me, we are not criminals.
Oh, Pussycat, you better get some sleep. The big fight's tomorrow.
Words that have echoed from mother to daughter since time began.
Okay, so I don't turn a phrase like Harriet Nelson. You still better get some sleep.
I can't, Ma. I'm too nervous.
About the money?
No, Ma.
I'm afraid I just gave those 2 rooms away.
But we had a reservation.
Until 3 a.m. you're late. Therefore, the reservation is null and void. I'm sorry, that's company policy.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm from Sicily. You know what our company policy is? First, I break your knees.
Ma. Look, forget about the reservation. Just give it.
Beendorf. Oh, it was just a platonic thing. We just went out to the movies and dinner. But when George came home on leave, he was furious. He accused me unjustly of infidelity while he was off fighting in some foreign land, some God-forsaken land where people didn't even believe in Jesus. And he forbade me ever to see Andrew again. So, of course, I didn't.
And now to see you and Stan so happy after all of these years, it does an old man's heart good. And so does that.
Uncle Angelo,
I'm so glad I disobeyed the doctor's orders.
Rose, if you're really serious about going through with this, I suggest that you discuss it with Miles. I mean, he deserves to know the truth.
I don't want to lie.
Rose, you don't have to lie to Miles. Just don't tell him the truth. Turn this thing to your advantage. Now, if you hold Miles at...
I need to hear this.
No, what you don't need to hear is what goes on in the cockpit.
Hey, come on.
Goodbye, Oliver.
Bye, Jen. Poor kid.
I know, but we definitely did the right thing, didn't we?
Absolutely.
You really think so?
I don't know. George, would you take a look at this?
This is a family discussion I gave you. Does it say cream chip beef and Polish sausage are okay to eat? Leonard, you're 5 feet 6 inches. You weigh 300 pounds. What do you mean you can carry it? Beacons couldn't carry it. Okay, make an appointment for tomorrow. Come by the office. We'll talk about it. Right. Yeah, goodbye.
I picked up our lottery tickets. Here we go.
Oh!
Here we go.
Now, I forget. How's this go again? To win something, you have to get 3 to match?
Right. If you get 3 coconuts, you win $100.
What if you get 3 palm trees?
You don't have 3 palm trees. That means you win $10,000.
Ma, I know what a palm tree looks like.
Ice cream.
My gosh, you're right. That is the best thing I have ever tasted.
Oh, this is delicious.
Darcy, you know what this means?
White wine with dinner?
Do I look like I'm laughing? Here, read this note.
If Kevin Kelly doesn't play in Saturday's game, Dorothy Z sleeps with the fishes.
Dorothy, please, give the kid a D.
Oh, come on, Ma. It's just a prank.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't think you realize...
Blanche, look at this picture. A man's body was washed ashore on the beach last night. So tell me, what do you have planned today, Jean?
Nothing special. Jean, forgive me if I'm dwelling on the subject of men, but don't you think it's about time you planned something special, if you know what I mean? Oh, I couldn't. Oh, come on, it's been a year. Of course. This is flour. I hid my jewels in the flour.
Why did you hide your jewels in the flour?
Because I didn't think they'd look there. What kind of robbers look in the flour?
That's the first place they look after the freezer.
The freezer's my other hiding place.
It's everybody's. The robbers know that. They don't even open drawers anymore.
Dorothy Zbornak, this was the most bizarre evening I've ever spent with a man.
Including the time with the highlight team from Nicaragua?
She said one man. That was the most bizarre evening she ever spent with a team.
Those sandwiches, I am starving.
They're bacon, lettuce, and potato.
Bushman awaits. We rent the movie, we order some takeout, we talk about you. That's entertainment. I love that.
And we cuddle.
Sometimes we do more than cuddle. Sometimes you stay. That's the part I like the best, when you stay.
Weekly lottery tickets.
Oh, girls, it's been such a glorious day. All afternoon I was in the mood for leather, and I finally found exactly what I wanted.
Oh, fine, Blanche. Just make sure his motorcycle doesn't block the driveway.
Can we save the chit-chat for later? If we hit the jackpot, I want to live long enough to spend it.
What jackpot?
Oh, you're living in my house.
Sophia, this is my house.
It is?
Oh, right. Then let me give you 2 words of advice. Enough wicker.
Oh, hi, Blanche. How was your appointment with Dr. Rosenzweig?
Well, I was so nervous that I just rushed right in there and pulled off my top and said, well, what do you think?
What'd he say?
He said,
Not now, Blanche. Dorothy, I know you've done the right thing. In the animal kingdom, the whole idea is to teach offspring to fend for themselves. Humans are the only ones who think it's their duty to care for children their entire lives.
You know, Rose, sometimes
Paws were too big and that the other dogs would laugh at her.
well, they did. They used to bark and point at her.
Everybody pointed at her. You made her wear a bonnet and matching booties.
Don't change the subject on me, Lily. Honey, I'm right. There's an icicle forming on the nose of my bunny slippers. There, that's not so bad.
Get your bunny nose out of my butt.
Poor hungry people in the neighborhood, and I've volunteered to go down and help serve. That'll do the trick for me.
Okay, then let's do it. Come on, now look. Remember, you only buy for the person whose name you pick. And it doesn't matter who picks you because it's bound to be a terrific gift. Go ahead, Blanche.
Oh, okay. Okay, I buy
Parents there.
Even if we got live doves?
Mother.
All right, honey, your wedding day should be the most beautiful day of your life. And if you want to invite your father, well, I'm willing to keep the peace.
Promise.
Promise. Then it's settled. Now call your father.
Goes on.
In my village in Sicily, we had a custom. If your mother-in-law died, you were forced to wear a hair shirt, eat dirt, and pound your head on a rock. Anything to keep you from laughing.
Oh, there's Clayton now. Now, girls, remember what I said. No remarks about his marriage breaking up. He's still a little touchy. Clayton! Baby brother!
Sister! Oh, my, look at you, all gussied up, prettier than a spring-blooming peach tree on a dewy...
Don't be ridiculous. I don't treat you like one. Ooh, here's $10. Go take your grandmother to see the journey of Natty Gann.
Shut up and take the money. The hell with the movie. We'll double our money at the track, have a nice lunch in the park, and goof on bums.
Michael seems like...
I can't believe it. Raymond called. He's got the flu and he can't take me to the big Valentine's Day dance. Oh, I guess I'll be keeping you company, Dorothy.
Why do you automatically assume that I don't have a date?
She assumes there are 7 days in a week.
Have another piece of chocolate, Ma. The doctor didn't know what... Ma! And where are you two featherheads fluttering off to?
Terrible news. The sky is falling.
What?
A piece of it hit me in the head.
Are you sure?
Doesn't she act as if something hit her in the head? We're off to warn the king.
Oh, dear!
To pull him off the chicken, so I put an end to that.
Ma, listen, next time you have an urge to stroll down memory lane, do me a favor. Go by yourself.
What time were we supposed to be at the studio, Sophia?
I don't know. I have to check the tickets. Hand me my purse, Dorothy.
I was talking about this.
Hearing so much about.
Sophia, honey, that show hasn't been on in years.
Is Hotel still on?
Yes.
Hotel is still on and MASH isn't? How gullible do you think I am? Do I look like Donna Rice?
Ma, you scared me to death.
You scared me to death. If you could put on a little makeup, there could be a single doctor. I'd like to know you're being taken care of. Or at least getting a little on the
So, all right, but I warn you, it is very simple. Huh? What do you think?
I think you're my best friend, so let's change the subject.
I think it's beautiful. It's exactly what I would have picked.
That settles it. It goes back tomorrow.
you about the same thing. I'm not going.
What?
Don't faint, but you were right when you said I should go out and make new friends. So, I took your advice. I met some nice people at the center, and this weekend we're all going to Cancun. Looks like you and what's-his-name will have to go to the Bahamas without me.
You just met the...
What to do about Al?
No, I'm just as confused as ever.
Rosa, impedisci il lavoro con I tuoi problemi, capisci?
Vincenzo says he thinks he has a solution to your problem.
Really? Well, translate for me, Sophia.
Well, I'm a little bit rusty, but I think he said, picture it.
Sis about a woman who eats her way from behind the Iron Curtain.
I think we just better go to another hotel.
I'm afraid that would be an exercise in futility. There's not a vacant room in the city.
Girls, this is terrible. I mean, we're going to be on national television in 7 hours. We don't have any clothes, and now we don't have...
I had these urges. You know, in the South, we mature faster. I think it's the heat.
I think it's the gin.
Anyhow, my first was Billy. Oh, I remember it so well, just like it.
Do it for all of us who wish we had the chance.
Hi.
Hi. Dorothy said you wanted to talk to me back here.
Well, Sonny and Rose and Dorothy are making... It was yesterday. That night under the dogwood trees, the air thick with perfume, and me with Billy. Or Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, it was Bobby. Or was it Ben? Oh, who knows? Anyway, it's...
You really say some wise things.
We're also the only species who use corn holders that look like corn on the cob when we eat corn on the cob.
Whoops, spoke too soon.
Well, 3?
Do we hear 4?
Well, that was more like a 10-day, 2-week span.
For me, that's a lifetime span.
Not even.
Do you realize I'll be 65 years old when this child graduates?
We're not meant to live together.
I hate to agree with you, but I think you're right.
I think so, too. In fact, I know so. This is exactly what happened during the Great Herring War.
The Great Herring War?
Yes, between...
Oh, yeah.
Look, Rex and I have had lots of nice dates together. Maybe he's a little unpredictable, but that's what makes him so exciting. That and these.
I wish Miles was more unpredictable. I know where I'm going every night, too. Anyway, when Harry really got lazy, Dad had to bring in Mr. Hoffenheisen to spread the seed. He did it in the most unusual way. on this really long rubber glove. They keep talking about that noodle head in the red dress. Could that be code language?
Only to the noodle head in the red dress.
Okay, what happens next?
Well, we should get enough out of this bug in the next few hours to get all warrants and be out of your lives by midday tomorrow.
I'm beat. I'm going to bed. Oh,
Well, maybe we should try and get some sleep.
I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm just too depressed.
Me too.
This has been a terrible day. A friend's funeral, stuck in a train station in the middle of nowhere trying to sleep.
Good old Mel, the only person I can always count on. Dear Blanche, when I heard of your death, it made me realize you don't know what you have till you've lost it. So I'm back with my ex-wife, Love Mel. Now that... Fernando, you naughty boy, not the feather.
You know, Jerry, when I was a little girl, my father misplaced his daily planner, too. It was when we were on the way to the state fair. Speaking of state fairs, is it true that you're cheap?
oh my goodness, we have company around. They use real lightning.
Oh, come on, Ma, you're making this up.
Like hell I did. Goodson Totman brought it to the United States, changed a few of the rules, and called it Tattletales. Now count your blessings and go to sleep. Good night.
Off.
They might also have tentacles on their legs so that they can suck all the blood out of our heads. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose, I'm sorry. Now, part of me is very excited, but part of me is petrified. I cannot relax with this. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to because Major Barker...
We don't want to lose him.
Bye-bye.
I better get to the office.
We're not done yet.
Couldn't it wait?
Oh, no, it cannot wait. George, the kids are gone. You're never here. I have nothing to do anymore.
What do your friends do?
Shop, have lunch, some play golf, some have affairs.
Which ones are having affairs?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, Clyde. Charlie's Angels.
I have been told I bear a striking resemblance to Miss Cheryl Ladd. Although my bosoms are perkier.
Not even if you were hanging upside down on a peanut.
I thought that was George Washington Carver.
Willard, don't ever touch your buzzer again.
Rose.
Is the correct answer George Schultz?
That's correct. Rose.
My hiney's asleep.
Fine, we'll keep our voices down.
It's a beautiful thing you two have together.
What?
You and Sophia are the closest mother and daughter I ever...
1934, I was thinking, boy, am I blessed to have such a precious 2-year-old in my life.
Oh, look! Here's one of us on a bicycle built for two.
I'll never forget that spring day in 1940. I was thinking...
Ma, you're making this up!
Of course I am. How the hell should I remember?
I suppose that's my fault, too.
Well, you have been giving out some very bad advice lately. I haven't had such bad advice since my drama teacher told me I'd be perfect for the lead in The King and I. So Stupid here shaves her head and doesn't get the part.
Maybe I ought to go to New York with you. New York is a writer's city. I could hang out at the Algonquin, talk to my colleagues, get the juices going.
Honey, I'm going just for 2 days to see a doctor. I've asked Rose to go with
Done. By the way, was that a real English Bobby spanking you there in front of Big Ben?
Now, ladies, would you like to meet the other contestants?
Oh, look, this guy Corbin. Oh, what a hunk.
Oh, that man makes my Ovaltine. Al? Al? Damn.
Final exam yet. So, shall we order separate entrees and share?
Hold it, who was that?
Okay, so I've had a couple of bad relationships with women. That's not so unusual. Now, where is our waiter? Waiter!
I put on a few pounds, you just haven't noticed.
What, am I blind? I can see that. I meant the bread. You can afford the bread. It's only 89 cents a loaf.
Angela, why don't you sit down? I'll serve dessert.
Gosh, you two made such a fantastic meal. I can't imagine what you came up with for dessert.
I made dessert. It's never been used.
Oh, yeah, we've been on it.
Don't ask, Mom.
Oh, Dorothy, look. The Zipper King's 1 millionth zipper. Oh, I will never be able to look at another zipper without thinking of Mel.
Let it go, honey. Let it go.
Was black enamel and played Stardust.
The theme from Bonanza.
Well, then, I guess we went through all
The family plot. He never should have married her. She hates all of us.
Not true. She hates you. Oh, Ma, don't you think this feud between you and Angela has gone on long enough?
It's 26 years. In Sicily, that's not a feud. In Sicily, people scream at each other for centuries, and they throw pasta at each other. Pasta.
This is so sad. We were all so lonely, and then by a miracle we found...
The minute's by herself out in the car. We're really going to have to be there for Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, Sophia's like my own mother. Until she feels better, I'm not going to think about anything else. My car! It's ruined!
It's just a little scratch. I could live with it.
What did you...
Fortune. That man is guilty.
Oh, come on, that's circumstantial evidence. I mean, it's not enough to convict him.
Well, actually, the more damning evidence was a snapshot they found of Duncan dressed in scuba gear, drag and tip his body down the stairs wrapped in a carpet.
I'm a mother. I know these things.
Good night, Ma.
Good night.
What's that smell?
Me. Oh, yes. It was the day before Christmas, and we were playing, and she jiggled the tree, and the star fell off and broke. So she told me to pick it up and put it on my finger, and I did. Then she plugged it in. And wham!
Oh, Rose.
Do you like it?
Like it? Oh, honey, I love it. Oh, who wouldn't love a wooden brooch in the shape of a turkey's head?
Oh, no, that's a maple syrup spigot.
It's just party. When it's done, I'd like you to take a look at it.
I'd be happy to, Mr. Allen.
Be happy to, Mr. Allen. My, Dorothy, aren't we licking boots a little early this morning?
I had a light breakfast. Here's your mail.
Why don't you just tell me what's in...
Okay, I want to go over a few of the house rules. You share the bathroom with the people staying in Dorothy's room. I believe the people across the street are out of town, so you can use their pool. They're friends of ours, so try and pick up after yourselves.
Hello.
Your first date ever?
That's right. I've never been with a woman. Well, not in the biblical sense. Whoops, there I go again. You can take the boy out of the seminary.
Let me get this straight.
Are gross and disgusting, and you make my skin crawl.
You can help me change.
What's going on? Oh, Arnie thinks I'm going to sleep with him because his wife died.
Hold it, Elsie's not dead. She's at a fat farm in Sarasota.
Now the truth's out.
Oh, please go on. That's such a beautiful language.
Rose, why don't we just show Mr. Vaughn around the theater?
Well, why don't I just do that myself, since I've had the most experience performing here?
Blanche, the parking lot doesn't count.
My job. As far as I'm concerned, you're just another patient. A monk with my nose.
Rose, I realize this is a lot for you to deal with all of a sudden. You must have so many questions.
Just one, actually. Will you be having the halibut or the chicken Kiev?
Always been there when we've needed each other. Now look, this is important to Rose, and I think we need to stand behind her. I mean, you're taking away a part of her home. Granted, it's the cradle of idiocy.
I have a frog bear. You haven't seen anything till you've seen a frustrated cow. They can get this crazed look in their eye, and you know they're thinking, where's mine?
Where's mine?
Cows have feelings. It's just that I really wanted to come to this restaurant. I didn't mean to eat behind your back.
I was going to take you to a lovely restaurant tomorrow night.
I know. Captain Sam's Twilight 2-for-1 special. Nice piece of perch, your choice of potatoes or rice.
With as many notches you must have on your garter belts, it was bound to happen.
Oh, Rose, honey, are you all right? I was booked. Fingerprints, mugshots. I'm a known criminal. I'll never be able to go back to my hometown again.
Oh, honey, nobody back.
Blanche, you're not going to believe this. I just twisted my ankle. I'm not going to be able to dance.
No, you have to.
I can't believe you forced me to dance all night in pain. I mean, if you win, you said you were going to take all the money. What do I get out of this evening? Let's samba.
I've known plenty of women who have had strokes. Some of them are in very bad shape, but they're still ladies.
But, Rose, this stroke destroyed the part of her brain that censors what she says. So she just says whatever she thinks. She can't help it.
He's an okay petunia.
Ma, the cab driver said you promised him a 60...
Secrets of my life. I won't do it. I can't. I won't.
Pull yourself together, for God's sake. You're in a psychiatrist's office.
Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, my God.
You go on, honey. We'll be right here. Driver, you're headed for the expressway. Why don't you turn around? Driver, stop. Driver, I said stop. Driver, who the hell do you think you are?
Family anymore. They all ate some sausages that they shouldn't have at their last family picnic, and they all died.
Food poisoning.
No, they stole the sausage from the Calabrese family.
So what are you doing here?
Well, I took a vacation to come and see you. Didn't you get my letter?
No, we know.
Excuse me, Mrs. Zabornak.
Oh, my mother?
She's going to be fine. You can go.
Sometimes life just isn't fair, kiddo.
I cannot talk about this anymore. I'm just going to call Yakamura and give him my decision.
What's the big deal?
Ma, you should not be driving.
You want to take away my license?
And your telephone book. It's for your own good, Ma.
You're ruining my life.
One of us could drive you anywhere you want to go.
Oh, sure, I really want you along on dates.
Oh. Ma, will you try to be reasonable?
Sheila Patterson's daughter, Stalic 17. I went for a walk. I couldn't sleep. I had a nightmare.
Tell me about it, Sophia. Sometimes I can interpret dreams.
Blanche sold the house, and I wound up back at Shady Pines.
This is a tough one.
Dorothy, please don't send me back.
Ma, I am not sending you back to Shady Pines. Oh, doesn't matter. You lose a parent, you might as well be 6. It's scary. And it pushes you right up to the head of the line.
I know.
Oh, God, I don't know what I'll do. I love that lady so much.
Oh, Coach Ninnervini is really disappointed in my compulsory figures. The only way I can make an 8 is to start with a snowman and then erase his head and arms. By the time I do all that, the judges have lost interest.
So have I, Rose. Honey, why don't you just quit?
Wait, that I realize my top accomplishments aren't worth a damn.
Oh, come on. Now, Rose, you're forgetting how much you give to people. How about all that work down at the counseling center?
That's right. Well, honey, you must have hundreds of people every year.
All I do is talk to them. Big deal.
Well, it is a big deal. Do you know how much a kind and loving... Okay, here I go. Hello.
Oh, my God, no! All right, so he's not a 10.
Blanche, honey, please.
Oh, my God, what in hell? Why do you look like that? I don't believe this.
Blanche, who is this?
If I didn't know better. That ziti was delicious.
Please, tell me something I don't know.
Dorothy, you didn't even taste my chickpeas.
Of course I did, Rose.
You didn't like it.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I loved it.
Well, then have another bite.
This year, like the rest of you.
Sophia, Dorothy's just concerned about your health.
We all are.
Ma, you have been walking around sick for over a week. You would feel a lot better if you would just obey the doctor's orders. Now look, either you're going to follow his orders or I'm going to call him and tell on you.
Ooh, what is he going to do? Come over and spank me?
It's 4.5 years, so that makes it closer to 35%. You know what? The last thing my mother said to me was that she wanted me to keep my feet on the floor.
My mother wanted me to be a priest.
I guess it's a bad day for mothers.
Dorothy, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Ma. Please don't let them take me!
What are you reading, Blanche?
Oh, I'm checking on the weather in the Bahamas. It's got...
Dorothy, you're not moving. It reminds me of our wedding night.
I don't want to dance with you.
Dorothy, please, this is really important. Today, Ted called the airline and booked 2 seats for Acapulco. What does that mean to you?
That he doesn't have a
Dorothy, my new life. How close I'm going to start it to the beach?
Going once? Going twice?
You still want to tell me this isn't degrading?
Don't be ridiculous. It's for chat. I am. I'm fighting a losing battle. You're younger, you're prettier. In the end, he'll choose you, and it'll break my heart. He's yours, Blanche. No hard feelings.
Oh, Sophia, wait. Why don't you take Fidel? I have all those other boyfriends.
Okay, good. Food. I see spots before my eyes. I'm not a doctor, but I think I could be stressed.
Please, this sounds very important. We should discuss this over coffee.
Cream and sugar?
And the treat. Surprise me.
You see, that's part of it. I mean, I can't possibly handle all the things you give me to do.
I know I saw her come in here. Rose. Honey, are you in there?
Rose, please come out and talk to us.
Go away. I never want to talk to you two again.
Look, Rose, honey, you have every right to be angry. What we did was inexcusable. But Rose, at least let us...
College.
Where'd you go to college, Blanche? The University of Jupiter?
Girls, we still have one big problem to solve. How are we going to make ourselves look good for the party?
How else, Rose? By dieting. It's going to take a little patience and a little determination, but mostly it's going to take willpower.
I'm sorry. Listen, I went to the bank and I got something for you.
It's a gold watch.
It's Charlie's gold watch. I want you to have it.
But this is
What he won. And they still don't come to you because they think you weren't there for them. I have a pretty tough time living with that, you know. And I just intend to make damn sure that if the time ever comes, there's going to be somebody there for Emily. This is just amazing. How did you ever find Rose after all this time?
I got Rose's address from Charlie's Army pension records, and I realized a lifetime had passed, and I never laid eyes on my old chum's favorite girl. So I made myself a promise. If I was ever in the area, I'd pay my respects.
Oh, it was disgusting. What do you girls want to do now?
Let's draw cards for the rest of the Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, no, it's those nasty boys.
Ladies, I hate to disturb you, but my friends and I would like to buy you a drink.
Why, thank you.
Blanche!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, neither do I, but I'll tell you, if ever I sleep with Mr. Wizard, I'll find out what Oh, I'm sorry, honey. It's just, last night should not have happened, but it did. And it obviously means more to Stan than it does to me. I mean, right now he's hurt and he's vulnerable.
Why didn't you tell him that this morning?
Would you just look at them?
They look good together, don't they?
Well, I don't think so. I think Dorothy's fallen for him. Little Miss Hard to Get has been letting him lead.
I'm going to go find the men's room.
Oh, it's right down the hall on your right.
Meditate.
Well, just shut your eyes. Now breathe deeply. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good.
Oh, I can't. I'm too wound up. Blanche! Which one went out first?
Now, coming back here cannot take away all the pain and hurt that I felt. No, I cannot forgive you. Goodbye, Stevie. It was the dress.
You're not a mechanical person, Dorothy. You never were. For the first 3 months of your life, you tried to breastfeed off my cameo.
Rose, come on. Do you really think we could do it?
Well, it might take a little time, but we'd sure save a lot of money.
Then let's...
Next day, she sat me down, gave me a stern lecture, and kicked me out of school. Only I didn't care. I knew what ecstasy was. All she could do was walk around with a dictionary on her head. All right, look, maybe you don't feel like talking to me or to each other, but at least talk to your children. Tell. Well, Rose has the date and I don't. What are the odds of something like this happening? There's probably a better chance of getting struck by lightning in a house you won from Ed McMahon.
Blanche, I'm sure it's a fluke that nobody called you for a date.
They must have painted the men's room wall. Of course I'm right. You think I got this old by being stupid?
You know, you're the greatest mother in the world.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we do.
There's nothing to be scared of. Okay, Dorothy, get the door. Come on.
Marguerite, how lovely to see you again. Please come in.
Hello, ladies. Welcome back, Marguerite.
Why don't you just sit down and make yourself...
Well, Marvin is just a little shy. He'll warm up and be more talkative when we go to dinner.
What do you mean, we?
Well, Marvin's eyes aren't what they used to be, and he's not allowed to drive. So he asked me if I would. I hope you don't mind. Marvin wants so much to make a good impression.
Do you?
Dorothy, you know that blue washcloth in my bathroom?
Yeah.
That's how big Caesar's loincloth was. Good night.
Ma!
All right. What did you and Kate have a fight about?
About advertising condoms on television, about Dennis. For Ma's sake. Now, let's see, you're going with Howard.
Dr. Howard.
How about Doug?
Oh, Dorothy, not Doug. I couldn't possibly. He's on my A-list. I mean, come on, Dorothy. He's a judge. He's fun to be with, and I haven't paid a speeding ticket in 6 months.
With mine.
Oh, what?
Rose used it.
Ma, that is just ignorant paranoia.
Hey, I'm making progress. Yesterday I was using the bathroom down at the Shell station.
You know, it's attitudes like that that add to the panic about this. Now, what is wrong with you?
Hey, one little slip and you're all over my back. It won't happen again. Relax.
They aren't living together.
I know what he means.
It's just a little breather, you know, give each other space.
She threw you out, didn't she?
She changed the locks and everything. I mean, she even tossed all my clothes out the window. You can't imagine what it's like searching for your underwear in the back seat of a convertible.
Tell me about it.
Oh, wait, Uncle Gustav. Well, actually, he hung in the barn. But that was only when he discovered his horse had defeated him for water commissioner.
I've done this a whole life's long. Let's call an end to it, okay?
Sure, whatever. So, you thinking about getting a facelift? For your, how do I put this delicately? Turkey waddle or what?
Exactly a Disney movie, is it?
Chuck, this is my roommate Rose, and this is my roommate Dorothy and her mama Sophia.
Oh, yes, I recognize them from TV.
You saw the show?
Yes, I did. Blanche, it was one of the things that attracted me to you.
Oh, well, you don't understand.
No, I do
Right, Riviera?
Who
No.
cares, Rose? Did you and Arnie hit the sheets or not?
Dorothy!
Some women don't kiss and tell.
Oh, shoot, honey, that's half the fun. In the end, anyhow, what's it matter?
Yeah. I mean, what does it matter? If you know that you're going to end up dying anyway, you might as well do what you want to do.
Like having ice cream on the chocolate cake.
You know, I knew someone who went to this fabulous restaurant in Paris and just had watercress for lunch. Blanche, if I thought for a second that there was anything between you and Ted, I never would have done what I did.
What did you do, Dorothy?
She spent the night with Ted.
But Ted was your date, Blanche. Dorothy, you must have slept with...
Rose, do we have time to run out and get hit by a bus?
First there'd be the Christmas pageant with the shepherds and the angels and the 2 wise men.
There were 3 wise men, Rose.
Not in St. Olaf. Then we'd all go down to the town square and try to form a circle. And then
Blanche, what if he didn't steal the necklace?
Well, then we'll probably get married.
Please, you have to talk to Dorothy.
Rose, I can't.
I want to know what you're fighting
Look,
about.
Rose, it is no big deal.
Sweetheart, this doesn't involve you.
Well, look, I know.
Plant food.
It still doesn't feel right.
Let me tell you a story. Picture it. Sardinia, 1932.
I thought these stories of yours always took place in Sicily.
Can a person go away for the weekend?
Tell Rose the truth.
Or
Remember Shady Pines?
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
I hear they sold it to some Germans.
Rose? Rose, sweetheart, Rose! Heading of lust.
I'm really confused.
Look, life is tough. I'm not happy that a fellow human being is passing away, but it's out of our control. If we don't make a few bucks on this deal, somebody else will.
It's a small world, isn't it?
Not from where I'm standing.
I did it again. I apologize. Please forgive
Oh,
me.
Blanche, I'm sure he was only joking.
Don't be self-conscious about my height. I'm not.
Really?
Really. Look, everybody has...
Coming from the airport any minute.
Oh my God, that's him.
Oh,
How does the dressing room look?
oh, who cares? How do I look?
Welcome, Mr. Ma.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Give me those. What are you doing here?
I had an hour to kill before work. I thought I'd swing by to meet Mr. Hollywood.
You need help.
We can drive her to the hospital.
That's
No,
right.
but wait a minute. The hospital's 20 minutes from here. If the paramedics can't get through, what makes you think we can? We could get out there and get stuck. I think we ought to just wait for help.
She could be dying.
But what can we do?
Pray. Wait and pray. I seem a little insensitive.
No, it's not. You're just tired.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I interrupted.
That's okay. I better be going.
No, now you just stay right where you are. Now, Rose.
I can't sleep.
Try counting sheep.
I can't think about a baby.
Oh, my God, you mean it started?
She's having contractions.
Oh, don't worry about it, Mother. Go back to sleep. I'll call you when it graduates high school.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Come on, I'm taking you to the hospital right now.
Dorothy, this reminds me of when I took you to the hospital when you were in labor.
How so, Ma?
You were pregnant.
Why do people die, Dorothy?
Oh, Rose, please. I don't even know why fools fall in love.
83, close one. 68, whoa!
What is it?
You,
What about me?
you're dead.
Say what?
I told you you're dead. You must be. It says so in the paper.
Blanche Devereaux, age 68. 68?
Oh, that's terrible.